Peeps. Yeah, it is a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining, and it's just a reason for you to fight on, to press on. I come to you this morning to encourage you. I come to you this morning to let you know that you are in too deep. You are in too deep. You are in too deep. Now, a lot of times people take that as a negative thing. I'm in too deep, and oh, I'm in something too deep, and I'm just entangled in something too deep. No, 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 no. I come to encourage you this morning that you are in too deep, and you are in so deep that you can't give up. You are in so deep that you can't give up right now. It is not a good time to give up right now. I know the stress has come. I know that things are just looking crazy. I know that you can't even see the goal that you originally set. I know that this thing is trying to take the very life out of you. But I promise you, if you just hold on just a little while longer. See, the thing is, you are already being blessed in the thing that you are in too deep with. You're already being blessed there. Sometimes we just can't see the blessing because we're focused on the situation, because we're focused on how stressful it is. We're focused on that, man, this is just crazy. I talked to a few high school kids, a few of you, and they said the same thing. Like, it's so crazy because you get to the end, getting ready to graduate and getting right here at the end, the last couple of weeks or week or whatever it is that you guys going through. And it's crazy because I talked to a few different people from different cities, and they all saying the same thing. They're like, man, it's too much. Like, it's just too much. And I'm like, man, you've been through all these years of school, and I get it. School, I get it. Please believe I get it. But I'm like, you right here, and it seems like you get right here, and this is the time that you want to give it up or throw it in the towel right here. And you like, wait, you get ready to walk across the stage, like you getting ready to get your diploma, you getting ready to do this. But right here is when it seems like it's the most stressful, when life is hitting you the most, like right here, almost at the end. And I just encourage you today, you in too deep. You in too deep. If you were going to quit, right now, I never encourage quitting. Some things you got to quit, but I never really encourage quitting the thing that God has placed before you, the thing that you are supposed to do. I never encourage quitting in that. But if you were going to quit, if ever there were a time to quit, now is not it. You have passed that threshold of quitting time. You have gone so far past your quitting time. Now, take a moment and think back. Take a moment and reflect. Since we're talking about school, let's talk about school. Take a time and think back when you was failing miserably, when things wasn't going right at home, things wasn't going right with your friends, and things just wasn't going right, and you thought about giving up, like you thought about giving up back then, but you pressed on. You pressed on. You kept it going. You kept it moving. Like tragedy struck, and you pressed on. You kept it moving. Things just turned upside down from what you knew to be normal. You pressed on. You kept going. You kept it moving. So you passed these other marks, these other benchmarks in your life, and throughout your history of what it is that you're dealing with now. History, and it's more than just graduation, because people are thinking, like, as far as in business, in life, in marriage, in relationship, in whatever it is that you're going through. There was some trials and tribulations. There was some things that you had to go through that you got past. So take a moment today and reflect on some of the things that you've been through, that you got over, that God brought you out of, that you don't have to deal with anymore. And now you come to this point right here to say I'm going to throw in the towel, to say I'm going to give up. You've been through worse than what you're going through now. You've been through worse than what you're going through now. So you've been through worse, meaning that you came out of worse. You came out of worse situations. You came out of worse circumstances. You came out of worse financial situations. You came out of worse personality issues with people, dealing with other people. You came out of worse, just things just not going right. Things just messed up. You came out of worse. You've overcome worse than what it is you're dealing with right now. You can't give up. You are in too deep. You are in too deep. Your victories have overcome, have outweighed your defeats right now. So you can't, like, you really literally can't give up. If you give up right now, you're gonna be so mad at you. Like, man, I made it this far. Like, I wait to get here to give up. Like, no, I do. You go to your nearest mirror, you run to that nearest mirror, you look at yourself and say, you. cannot give up right now. You absolutely cannot give up right now. You in too deep. I'm sorry. You in too deep. You stayed in it too long. Now you in too deep, which is a good thing because you're almost done. You're almost finished. You are almost at victory. Victory is there. You just can't see it because it hasn't manifested in the physical form yet. But you are there. You're there. Like you're there. You're there. You are so close you could taste it. Taste it. You are right there. I promise you. Like, you just don't understand. Like, you are right there. And please believe, the only reason I can say this is because I've been there and I'm there. I'm currently there. Like, I'm there to a point where, yes, there have been moments where I'm like, yo, I just can't do this no more. Like, I can't do this no more. I gotta figure out something else. Something else got to work or whatever. But I'm there. I'm right there. Like, I'm right there. And it's happening. I can't even say it's about to happen. It's already happening. I can't see it yet. But it's happening, and I believe God. That's when I hold on even stronger, even tighter to my faith, because I believe God. I believe God. I believe God. I'm believing God for me. I'm believing God for you. You are in too deep, and you are right there. Do not give up now. Don't worry about what people are saying, what other people are doing, how other people look like they're advancing and stuff. They're not on your journey. They're on their journey. You don't know how long they've been in it. You don't know how long they've been going through. You only know what they tell you or what you may have seen from the sideline, but you don't really know. Some people have been going through for years, been in this thing for years, and they've come out and they have victory. You just came along late on the show, so you don't know. You just arrived on the scene, so you don't know how long they've been going through this, but they've been going through for some time. So never judge your victories, never judge your success by what somebody else had to go through. We don't serve that kind of God. We don't serve a cookie cutter kind of God who gives blessings across the board equally and according to what everybody should have. No, no, no. This thing is personal. Your walk is personal. So your victory, your blessing, your success is tailored to you. Tailor made victory and success is tailor made. You can't judge it based on nobody else. Then you have just minimized God. Don't minimize my God. Don't minimize. God is always to be maximized. Always to be maximized. Always blow him up. Blow him up always. Because he's going to do so much more for you. But when you start looking at other people and where they are in life and according to their age and according to we graduated at the same time and we came out the same household and they got more and they got this, they got that, then you just minimize God. So therefore you minimize your blessing that you were set to receive. Prepare for big, prepare for greatness, prepare for the maximum that God can give you. And I promise you, he will blow your mind. Baby, you in too deep. You in too deep. You've been in this thing too long. Keep pushing, keep going. I love you. I'm praying for you. Keep praying for yourself. Keep pushing. Just call on the name of Jesus and you'll make it through. I promise you. I love you. Have a great day. Be encouraged.